so many women so excited to go to concerts, but you can't even go to the gym. I just witnessed a video of a mother bringing a newborn to a concert. So many women, including myself, have felt lost, have felt broken, have felt used, have felt neglected. I've given my body away for selfish reasons, for emotional instability, for emotional comfort and satisfaction. How many people are gaining so much weight because you choose emotionally to self-sabotage? Ladies, don't trust your emotional state. Don't trust when you feel lonely that you got to make a decision immediately. You're watching all this content about glow up and level up and design your dream life. Maybe your parents weren't able to give you your dream life. And some people are born into it. Baby, I wasn't. But I had to get to the point where I'm like, I'm going to break the cycle. If you've been looking to glow up, level up, live out your dream life, and you feel like you've been spiraling constantly in a rut, maybe you're feeling uneasy, unsure of the world right now. Maybe you feel like you don't have any guidance or support. Women right now, they need leaders. They need guidance. They need better examples. And I'm not even gonna hold you. I was scrolling on YouTube and I came across a ton of terrible examples that are just normalized, and I'm gonna put them in the video, so make sure you keep watching.
What's your song?
I'm at time to go around.
Ooh. Yeah.
Looking at my red light. No.
Go ahead.
He is trying to see me, and trying to see me, and trying to say what's up.
These new age adults are exactly why I'm afraid to have kids. Because they want to be the kids. Like, the grandma's the baby. Currently going viral on Twitter right now because I had retweeted a post where Sexy Red was mad because she couldn't go and perform or speak at a school. And I said that I've been telling y'all her target audience is kids. Because it is. That's what I believe. That's what I see with this shit. You don't gotta agree. I don't care. A lot of these new age artists target kids with very hypersexual and explicit content. I feel, why, as an adult entertainer whose music is on the verge of erotica, would you even think it's appropriate for you to show up at a school and then show up like that? Smelling like marijuana with your cleavage hanging out. Baby, you wouldn't even be able to go visit your baby daddy in prison looking like that. But that's how you show up for the kids. Okay. 2, why would adults even think it is morally right to book a fucking Sexy Red to come speak to kids?
Downtown, going downtown.
Ooh.
I know I can relate when I say I've spent a good amount of my life in many situations, whether it was with my mother, my father, past exes. I spent a good amount of my life searching for closure from someone, searching and seeking so desperately for love, for apologies, for acknowledgement, to be heard, to be seen. And when I didn't get what I was looking for, I self-sabotaged. I became very rebellious. I made decisions that my higher self would not be proud of. And so I started this channel to share with women, young and older, of my learning experiences through past experiences that I put myself through. And before I even made this or started the video, I was like, God, there was a moment in my life for a period of time until the age of 28, I'm 30 now, that I blamed God, or I would stray so far from God because I was upset with God. I was like, how come I'm in this situation? How come you let this happen to me? How come I feel so alone? How come I feel so lost? How come this is not love? How come I keep ending up here? But we make our own decisions, expecting God to save us every time. Yet God is just waiting for you and I to realize that he's trying to get our attention. He wants us to become aware of our own cycles and patterns and behaviors. I want to apologize to any woman out here that is seeking desperately for an apology from someone who is now rebellious or self-sabotaging because a relationship or love or marriage didn't work out, because you don't have the best relationship with your own mother that we desperately crave, the affection and the love and attention from a father that may have been absent from you. I apologize on behalf of those that didn't send their apologies to you, but also I am here to open up your eyes and show you that a lot of the times we're making decisions based on selfish reasons and based on being emotional at the same time. I have my ladies reading the book Let Them by Mel Robbins, and we had a vulnerable discussion on Zoom last night where a lot of women just shared a lot of relatable experiences that had happened in their life, especially when it comes to the mother-daughter relationship. Growing up, I did not have the best connection and relationship with my mother. I mentioned before in a video talking about my childhood that I witnessed my mom on survival. I witnessed my mom heartbroken. I witnessed my mom struggle to take care of children on her own. I only saw my mother in survival. She was not the vulnerable. I never had a vulnerable parent that was like, good job, I love you, come here, let me give you kisses. I never had that. And so I lacked a lot of what I thought my mom or a mother should be for me, that I desperately started to seek what I didn't get from my mother or my parents, my father as well. I started to seek that when I started dating, and I started choosing partners based on my emotional state of need, of neglect, of sexual desires that were only based on lust and never love. When those breakups happened, I had to realize that I was not in love, and I'm not grieving the relationships. Why are you grieving a relationship when it's only your ego and pride that is shattered? But God was trying to get your attention to redirect you so you can work on yourself, so you can heal those unhealed wounds instead of going into every relationship with traumatic experiences that affect your relationships. And so many mothers are walking around unhealed and having daughters and neglecting their own daughter. So unhealed that you don't even realize that your female daughters is desperately seeking your guidance of the world. I wish somebody had told me to do this, or to stay away from this, or stay celibate, or to stay away from cannabis. I wish I had more explanation. I wish I had more guidance. I wish I had more transparency and vulnerability. And so I tell a lot of my clients now, explain to your children why. Tell them the why. Don't let them just go and figure out the why on their own, right? At least if you tell somebody the why, they can make their own decisions. However, so many women, whether you're a mother or just a female that is 20 years old, 30 years old, 55 years old, so many of us are walking around unhealed, making decisions based on our emotional state, our upbringing, unhealed trauma. And that has you in a chokehold. That has you in a spiral. That has you not believing in yourself. You've been doubting yourself. You've been comparing yourself. You've been feeling empty. You've been feeling neglected, and you continue to choose some coping mechanisms like going after a man while being unhealed that sometimes affect your life. We've got mothers that have multiple children with multiple men.
I've been thinking about doing a 20-minute video compilation of just all Kendra G women counting their baby daddies and kids. Y'all
How old are you, Iris?
I'm 39.
39. Do you have any kids?
I have 3 children.
All by the same man?
No,
How many men?
3.
Do you have any kids?
Yes, I do. Yes, ma'am. I have 4.
You have 4 kids. By how many men?
By 3. The last 2 are by the same man. He is currently incarcerated, narcissist. If I could say, to summarize it, that is Satan himself, honey.
So why you have 2 kids by Satan?
I didn't believe in abortion, so at that point, I had my children.
Okay. Do you have any kids?
do. I have 3.
All about the same
No.
man? How many men?
3.
3. You ever been married?
No.
No. Do you have any kids? If so, how many? Wait 7 seconds.
I have 5 children.
How many men?
3. You know.
Do you have any kids?
Yes, I have 5 sons.
Really? 5 sons. All by
Yes.
the same man?
No, all different fathers.
You have 5 men.
Yep.
Have you ever been married?
No, I was engaged twice but never married.
Sagittarius. Do you have any kids?
Yes.
How many kids?
So I have 6 kids.
Okay, all by the same man?
No.
How many men?
3. Well,
We have mothers that are now raising their children on their own, and their children are suffering because their mother is still suffering. Yes, I watched my mother suffer and survive, and I bring this video to you guys so that we can become aware of what is truly stirring up in our hearts, in our souls, and why we feel a certain way and what you actually need. A lot of the times we don't even realize that we're so broken, that we're so distracted in music, in concerts, in self-sabotaging ourselves, our goals, staying out late, partying, drugs, drinking, pornography, so many things that are a distraction for what God truly wants for you. But in the moment, it feels so good, that instant reward, that instant satisfaction, until one morning you wake up and you're like, I feel empty. I feel lost. I feel like there's no point to life. I don't understand my life. And you can't even go to your parents and ask them, why do I feel this way? You can't even go to your parents for proper guidance because they are still unhealed. If you are a mother, if you are a young woman going through school right now, you're just looking to glow up, level up, get your head straight, you're looking to level up your life and create the life of your dreams, I want you to take some time to assess how you truly feel when you wake up in the morning. That is your raw emotions. And your emotions should not control your day or your decision making. We want to start to build our mindset to become stronger than our emotional choices and decisions, right? And a lot of the time, I didn't even realize that I was caught up in so many bad habits that my life was spiraling and I felt lost. And I never really felt a connection to go to my mom and tell her the honest truth of how I'm feeling, because I was never raised with vulnerability and transparency and grace. And so how many moms and daughters are feeling like that right now? Let me know down below. This is the safest community, guys. Please share your story, your experience down below. I've shared with you guys a lot of what I have faced in life, and I'm coming across so many videos because people put their life out there on the internet, and I just see young women that are not moms yet that are just broken because they don't have a relationship with their own mother. I see a lot of young women right now that are chasing after men that are no good for them, but they don't even realize their own worth because their mom or parents, sorry, I'm not just talking about moms, I'm coming as a woman, and I'm just saying that their parents never showed them their value or preached value, morals, worth, beauty, confidence into their children, especially if your parents are already struggling or suffering or unaware of the unhealed trauma that is being passed down. Do you know that children replicate what they see in their households?
Oh,
mothers and fathers are the first example for the children that they raise. I would say, even though I didn't have a connection with my mom, I did witness her do one thing: not remarry and not date after my father left. I watched my mom struggle, and in return, yes, the children suffered, but she wanted a better life for us, yes. But then, because I had no sit downs, no guidance, I decided that this is how I wanted my life to be, making my own decisions off of my own understandings. Ladies, don't trust your emotional state. Don't trust when you feel lonely that you got to make a decision immediately, because you have to sit in your emotions. You got to process and understand why you feel a certain way, what you need to heal from, how to make yourself happy, how to make yourself more fulfilling on your own before a partner comes into your life. So many women will say, oh, that man is a narcissist, this man is a that. When we are unhealed, we are a reflection of what we attract. A woman is a reflection, and a man is a reflection of what he attracts. If a man is not taking you seriously, vice versa, you probably both don't take each other seriously. If a woman is out there sleeping around with multiple men, of course, probably all the men she's sleeping with, he's sleeping with multiple women as well. However, if you took some time to just work on yourself and truly level up, those raw, vulnerable moments where you have to release and surrender and cry out to God for proper guidance and direction and healing, you would attract differently. You would break the cycle. I see so many women so excited to go to concerts, but you can't even go to the gym. I just witnessed a video of a mother bringing a newborn to a concert, and I'm sure you wouldn't even think twice to bring that newborn to the gym for you to work on yourself. And I'm not talking about looks when it comes to working out. What about longevity? So many women can't even squat. They have a hard time getting out of bed. They have a hard time walking up a few stairs of steps. They have a hard time with mobility as they get older, and they're relying on their children to come through and help them when they never put health as a priority to just go to the gym for longevity of health, not the way that your body looks. But you can get up and jump for joy at a Chris Brown concert and bring your pregnancy test and let a whole stranger pose up with your pregnancy test from another man. But because this is Chris Brown, this is your idol.
This gotta be the craziest Chris Brown meet and greet fan pic of all time. She brought her ultrasound pictures to the Chris Brown meet and greet, and Chris Brown was so unserious. He's like, I don't care, take the picture. He looking like the dad. Like, the only person who should be holding her like that or be in the picture is the person that helped her create what's inside her. I never want to hear women talk about, oh, men care too much about video games and sports, and look how you spend your money. Look at how women are spending their bread, bro. You spent, I think it was $1,000 or maybe more this time, and you had to be fast with it too, because it checked out in like less than a minute. You probably had to use a bot to get it. You had to pay for a bot, you had to pay for this, and you brought your ultrasound pictures. The dad is not here, bro. You brought your ultrasound pictures to meet with Chris Brown, and Chris Brown, of course, he gonna go, hey, you paying me? Here we go. He holding it like he created the child with you. Like, bro, what are you gonna tell your kids? Like, that's not their dad.
It says it in the Bible that you should have no other gods before me. It says you should not have any idols. I should not even be an idol of yours. No one, nothing, no material things, no person, nothing should be an idol. But the fact that we could stay out late, we can sleep in our beds till 1 p.m. with no goals or no ambition, no structure, no motivation, no wants, no true wants of I want to break this cycle and change the narrative. But you can get up when a concert is happening for one of your favorite hip hop artists. Listen to the music that you're listening to. Listen to the lyrics of the music that you're listening to. Listen and pay attention to the leaders and examples that you continue to watch. We've got examples of artists that are getting pregnant by so many different men and making this and glorifying this image, or women that are sexualizing themselves in their music. We got children in daycares and preschools that are repeating lyrics from grown ass women in the industry. Why do your children hear this kind of music? Why is that okay that you can play that while your child is in the back seat? Why is it okay that you feel aggressive and sexually stimulated after listening to certain people's music? And then you complain that that's a narcissist, he used me for my body. I used to be there and I woke up. That was my leadership at one point. Oh, I got the body, who cares? I can manipulate men. I could just get whatever I want. You still feel empty. You still will feel used. You still will feel like you have no value. Giving your body away, that is, you lose value every time you give your body away. And truthfully, if you decided that you wanted to be celibate and you're dating and a man can't respect that decision, that man is not for you. Real men will wait and respect your boundaries because they see that you respect yourself. If anyone has a problem with it, baby, why is it even a problem if this is my choice? Being celibate and just, being patient and not so lustful, it's going to save you in your life. It's going to save you time. It's going to save you money. It's going to save you the stress of raising children that maybe you weren't prepared to raise. And children are a blessing, but they deserved healed parents. They deserved healed mothers. They deserve a woman that's going to be present for them because she's done the work. But now we're just repeating the cycle. And I'm okay if I'm going to ruffle a few feathers. I'm okay with that. I grew up in a single mother household, and I see the destruction that had happened to me and all of the shameful decisions or the shameful choices that I made in my life. And there are living, walking examples of women that justify this behavior or glorify this behavior. And you've got children that feel alone going to school, high school, won't even go to college or university or do trades or think better for themselves for their life. They second guess their success. They don't believe in themselves. They're hurting. They're crying themselves to sleep. They're lost. They're unsure of the world. They don't have anyone that they can count on. Ladies, we need to become better examples for the younger generation and anyone else around us, younger and older. And listen, my audience is not men, so I don't need to be speaking to the men. I'm sure there is someone on YouTube that is speaking to the men and raising them up, because I know the effects of having an absent father as well. I can go there. But right now, so many women, including myself, have felt lost, have felt broken, have felt used, have felt neglected. I've given my body away for selfish reasons, for emotional instability, for emotional comfort and satisfaction. How many people are gaining so much weight because you choose emotionally to self-sabotage? You're watching all this content about glow up and level up and design your dream life. Maybe your parents weren't able to give you your dream life. And some people are born into it. Baby, I wasn't. But I had to get to the point where I'm like, I'm going to break the cycle. I want to heal. I want to forgive my parents, because when my grandmother is telling me how she struggled with my mother, I'm listening to forgive my mom, to forgive my dad. And before my dad passed, I told him, I forgive you. This is before, right when his stroke happened, I said, Dad, you cannot speak to me right now because he had a stroke. He couldn't walk, he couldn't talk, he could only blink. And I said, Dad, I know you can hear me. I forgive you. I was about 22 at the time. Some of you guys take your parents for granted. And maybe you're in the state right now where you have an opportunity to make things right. You have an opportunity to speak and communicate properly and heal. You have an opportunity to level up for you because no one else is coming to save your life. You have an opportunity to break the cycle and make better decisions, not choices. It's deciding that you want to become this woman, that you want to live a certain life, that certain behaviors, certain people, certain things that you've allowed in your life, you no longer allow because that no longer serves the version of yourself. You have every waking day to make a better decision for your life, for your children's life. Women, everyone right now that God has given an extra air, an extra day, He's filling up your lungs. You are given each day to get closer to God and ask Him for guidance, for clarity, for provision. A lot of you guys are asking God for $1 million. I'm giving an example. You're asking God for $1 million. You don't even know how to use $1. You don't even know how to use $5. You're asking God for health when there's people that are struggling in hospitals. And you're asking God for this, asking God for that, and you can't even do anything with the bare minimum. You want more food on your table, and when God gives you more money to get more food, you buy cereal, you buy shit food that does not provide any nutrients to you or your family. You decided to choose what was convenient or what was convenient or what emotionally is going to satisfy you when you have an urge or a craving. Right? Rather than buying food that's going to multiply for health. You can cook eggs many ways, salmon many ways, fish many ways, potatoes many ways, white potatoes many ways, rice, vegetables, proper nutrients dense food. But you continue to show God in your actions that you're not ready for what you are asking God for. You want God to multiply everything you're asking God to do in your life. Yet every single day you show Him you can't even handle the little. And when He doesn't come through, all hope falls, all faith falls. I've been there before. Why are you dating or marrying anyone that is not on board with the healthier decisions that you're looking to make? If I said to my man, look, we're going to be eating like this for the rest of our lives, yes, you either need to be on board or not, or else you're not supposed to be my husband. We eat healthy. We're on the same page for everything. Plus, I made a lot of things clear. I had a list, and you should have a list. Don't just date people. Don't just sleep with people. Don't just fall in love because they're nice to you or because they spent some money on you. Yes, people change, but if you only let men lead with money, they change. And then you're complaining, oh, he's that. You didn't take time to lay the foundation of your boundaries, your standards, and see your own value for someone to respect it. No, you went after the money. You went after his good looks. You went after his charm. And all those things are superficial over character. But I didn't know that. I had to learn the hard way. So I'm letting you know this. Everyone wants to level up. Everyone wants the life of their dreams, but no one's willing to do the hard work of healing, of crying, of releasing, of going through to therapy if you need, to getting closer to God instead of only going to Him when you need help out of a situation. You don't know how to be truly grateful or happy for other people, happy for your own life. Stop pulling your parents hostage. Stop blaming your parents and take control of your own life. Stop being the victim just because your parents did this and that to you. You can make the decision that you will break this cycle for your family that you currently have or for the family that you're looking to have, whether you want children or not. We normalize fights, toxicity, and drama. Watching all these damn TV shows and reality shows thinking that that's normal. Mind your business and focus on your own lane. Focus on your own happiness. I used to watch Bad Girls Club, Real Housewives of this, and all the drama. My man will not even let me watch it or put that on. So it's entertaining to watch this, but it's toxic. I was in my ex-past relationships thinking that I can just give drama to these men and fight about things or desperately seek closure or desperately pull an answer because I wanted to hear it that bad. I did so many things that got me out of character because I'm reenacting from the artists of the music that I'm listening to, the TV shows that I'm listening to. Maybe you don't have the healthiest examples right now to go to the gym and work on your mental and physical health, to eat well for your overall health and longevity. This is where you break the cycle and you decide that you are breaking generational curses and you are becoming the woman that you once needed. It is okay to re-parent yourself if you lacked the parental guidance that I lacked or you lacked. I had to become the woman my younger self needed. How many women were sexually abused? She didn't know, but she was also going through her own trauma. I almost lost my mother to depression. As a child, I'm going through my own struggles. I can't comprehend my mother's feelings and emotions. I just see her as my mom. She needs to be this person for me, but I had no one to tell. And probably you didn't have anyone to help stop it, or maybe you went to your mother and she didn't believe you. There's many scenarios that have happened to us women. I don't want to hold that against my life. I will not let that stop me from becoming my best self, becoming the woman that I once needed, becoming a mother one day, and becoming a leader for so many women around the world, to say you are seen, you are heard, and you are enough. Understand that God already knew the temptation, the addictions, the abuse that we were going to endure. He already knew what was going to be on our stories. He already knew. And he knew that one day I would say enough is enough and I'm going to change lives. Lust is a demon. Lust, greed, comparison, envy, jealousy. These are not traits that we want as queens. These are not traits that we want our children to see or adapt. We want them to be in peace, even if they don't have everything that the world has, because you don't need everything. So many of you guys think you're in lack because you don't have everything your favorite influencer has. So many of you guys only want more money so you can get a BBL or get fake boobs, just to change your attitude, just to become an egotistic, materialistic asshole. Sorry for swearing. But it's true. So many people are out here wearing fake designer, changing their personality, thinking that they're too good. Babe, your bag is fake. Are you kidding me? And whether it's fake or real, the fact that you wanted this designer or to become a wife, a label, just to change yourself into someone who is cruel and envy and malicious deep down with the darkest heart. Why do we want to change for all of this superficial things? Just to flex because we're unhealed. God has given us the opportunity to have more peace, clarity, love, provision, abundance. You get to move. You get to see. You get to wake up and create. God created us so we could create. And some of y'all are creating disasters and chaos in your own life, and God is waiting for you to wake up, forgive, let go, and ask for God to strengthen and soften your heart so that is not carrying weight from the world, from aggression, from people who have done wrong to you. God, wring me out of my selfish desires when I'm looking for attention, validation. Ask God to wring you out and change your heart desires and your heart posture. He has so much for you. And you've just had terrible examples